The scene shifted to a meeting between Verthal and Galfredik. Verthal complained about adding a new member to the party at the last minute. Galfredik was firm, stating the dungeon was a place of life and death, and that he would not tolerate a half-baked amateur hindering their advance. Though, as Verthal walked up to him, he admitted that he had no expectations for anyone his brother recruited. Kamara then entered the room and introduced the newest addition to the party, Knight JanEugene and his mercenary band. Verthal smirked, stating they could not accept someone of unknown origin and skill. Kamara vouched for Eugene's prowess, mentioning how he had single-handedly dealt with a group of bandits that had been a headache for the territory. To test this claim, Galfredik suddenly threw a short blade at Eugene. The moment Eugene sensed the attack, he drew his sword and struck the blade away, sending it flying into a nearby wall. Galfredik rose with a smirk, noting Eugene's unscarred skin and lack of sunburn, and challenged the young master to a spar to prove his worth. Outside in the training arena, a crowd gathered, chanting Galfredik's name. Many felt sorry for Eugene, expecting him to be crushed by Galfredik's legendary strength. Galfredik appeared confident, striking his sword into the ground in a formal knight's greeting. Eugene, slightly confused but wanting to save face, mimicked the gesture exactly. The bell rang, and the two dashed at each other, their swords clashing with a tight, fierce energy. After a brief release, Galfredik motioned for Eugene to keep coming. Even as Raban cheered for Eugene, Partek corrected him, noting that Galfredik was merely sizing up his opponent and allowing himself to be pushed back. Galfredik analyzed Eugene's style, finding it crude and unpolished, yet possessing the unpredictable vibe of someone raised in the wild. He declared that Eugene's claim of being a knight was a lie, citing his ruthless swordsmanship and sloppy stance. He asserted that Eugene relied entirely on physical ability rather than training. Eugene remained unbothered, telling Galfredik he talked too much. Galfredik promised to shut up if Eugene could win. He then forced Eugene's sword down, and twirled for a strike that sent Eugene flying into a wall. Verthal's excitement rose clearly, but Eugene emerged from the dust, refusing to give up. He dashed forward, and the spar continued with even greater intensity. Their swords eventually clashed and shattered simultaneously. Without hesitation, the two began a fistfight. Galfredik was shocked by the strength coming from Eugene's smaller build. Although Galfredik felt superior in experience, Eugene's survival instincts and rapid learning ability were terrifying. As Galfredik prepared to punch a vulnerable Eugene, Eugene struck the ground with his hand, pivoted his entire body, and pulled Galfredik off balance. Galfredik realized he had lost control of the stance. Eugene delivered a swift, powerful punch to Galfredik's face, caving in the wall behind him. Just then, the mediator announced JanEugene as the victor. The crowd erupted,